We use a blind stitcher right here. Blind stitcher does not go all the way through the neoprene.
We post like stories of me and my dad, you know, when we were younger. That's on Pleasure Point back in the day, like 10 years ago, you know?
Right.
When it was a little dirt path.
Hi Van, Santa Cruz, you're watching Frequency Horizon.
Okay, so the biggest waves are on their way in weeks. And I put my wetsuit in maybe a week or two ago for a little bit of repair. I finally decided on this course of action. I'm betting that my wetsuit just, it needs a little bit of repair. It's not too stretched out. Even though I've been wearing it like every day in the summer months, this 5'4" suit. But it has a hood attached and I love it. And it just, it's a 5'4", which means it's warm. And I'm betting that a warmer 5'4" suit, even if it's stretched a little bit, will be a better bet than buying a brand new, smaller suit, at least for my preference. So I have actually had my eye on a board, basically saw one I couldn't pass up, and so I want to go grab that as well. Let's go check it out. So we're here in Blown Out Surf Shack. What's your name, man?
Oliver.
Oliver, are you the owner?
I'm the owner.
How long you been doing this for?
How long have I owned this?
Yeah.
About 2 months.
2 months, wow.
Yep.
Where are you?
The shop has been here 27 years, as a lot of people know.
Where are you from?
Me? I'm from Northern California.
Oh, really?
Originally.
Like Mendocino or?
Humboldt County.
Humboldt. So you know cold weather?
Cold weather.
You surf yourself?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you know the value of a good wetsuit.
The value of a good wetsuit.
And
thick and warm.
Yeah, originally I brought my suit in here for repair a couple weeks ago. And when I was coming back in to check on it a couple days ago, I saw this board. Check this out. All right, so what can you tell me about this board, man?
Three-line design. One of the original Santa Cruz, right? And that was I think that was actually shaped by one of the Mel's.
I think
right?
we see it was signed and everything, right?
Yep.
Which is pretty cool. Just the other day I bought a magazine off of the friend of one of the Mel's, and he was saying like, oh, he's out of the country or whatever,
yeah,
like
sure.
talking about Pete. So is this gonna make me an awesome surfer or what?
Right, that a lot more hard work. And just being out there.
Yeah.
Yep, get out as much as possible.
What's the key to making a good wetsuit repair job? I mean,
take your time. Be clean.
It's about keeping water from going into the suit.
Exactly.
So anytime you repair it, you're putting more holes, aren't you?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
We use a blind stitcher right here. Blind stitcher does not go all the way through the neoprene. It only goes a tad of the way through, so it doesn't make a hole all the way through the neoprene. It only makes a hole just partially through to put the stitching in. But then everything gets glued, obviously before the stitching, and then taped afterwards. So we totally ensure that we're watertight, so to speak.
Wow, that's awesome.
This is the cave back here.
What do they call this machine here?
That's a heat press.
And that's for when you put glue on it, or what?
That's when you put tape on. That press is at 300 pounds at 300 degrees. Don't get your fingers in there.
That's right. Jeez, how many wetsuits do you think you got back here?
Oh, I don't know, 100 or so. This is why it takes me so long to get everybody's suits. There's your suit. You're right here.
Oh, right on.
But that's about 2 weeks out.
We have to rent a suit for this incoming swell. This swell, though, coming in, what do you know about it? Have you been looking at the forecast at all?
I haven't looked at a whole lot of it because I have a 5-year-old son and I might not be able to surf that much.
Yo, check this out, man. Honestly, I've been wanting one of these 610s forever, and this is gonna be the one that takes me to the next level. Chilly, but fun. Very cold. Some decent waves coming through? All right. storm situation. So, you know, these are small, sloppy, but rising. Like, it's gonna get a whole lot bigger than this pretty soon. And frankly, I think more people should be out here now because I bet it's gonna get jammed up in a couple days. And that's a strategy a lot of people don't think of. I mean, it's a weekend, you'd think there'd be more people out there, but you know, sometimes people don't know the value of good surf. And I'm thinking I'm gonna have to head out there too. You catch a few? There should be more people out there.
Yeah, with the longboards.
Yeah. Alright, I've never tried to rent at this shop before. Let's see if they have a wetsuit, and you know, lickety split will be out there. To the shop?
Fuel surf shop.
Fuel surf shop. Gonna rent a board, you know, gonna surf a little bit tonight and then tomorrow as well. And yeah, looks like they got a good inventory, and I think I'll be nice and toasty warm, won't I?
Absolutely.
What are you watching here?
I'm watching Touching the Void. It's a documentary on some kind of ice climbers.
Really?
So this guy just broke his leg going down the mountain, and homie's trying to lower him down.
Really?
Lowered him into a crevice. So he's like trying to figure out why he's not letting up on the slack, but he's dangling 80 feet in the air.
I feel like, I hope the water's not that cold today.
I hope it's not either.
All right. So tell me about the suits then. What's so good about the front suit, like the front zip versus the back zip?
Well, I personally am big on front zips because I've just worn them since I was a little kid. But sometimes people don't like the claustrophobicness you can get from having the zipper go up. So then I always just go with the back zip because it's a lot more open. Both suits are going to be about as warm as each other, you know? It's just the location of zipper and how the sit feels.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with that one then.
All right, for sure, man. Let me just get you hung up for the night, and then we will go underway.
What's your name, by the way, man?
My name's Seven.
Seven?
Seven Adams, yeah. Just like the number, man. And this is like the page right here. We post like stories of me and my dad, you know, when we were younger.
Right.
This was the one I just posted like 2 hours ago. It's my mom right there. That's on Pleasure Point back in the day, like 10 years ago, you know?
Right.
When it was a little dirt path and it wasn't all paved. It was pretty cool. And we were still climbing down the cliff with a little rope and stuff.
Yeah. Do you guys used to live in LA or something?
So he lived down in Venice for a little bit, but he moved to Hawaii at a really young age.
Okay.
My dad was, you know, known for his skateboarding, but he was a surfer at heart, and he loved surfing. So he moved to Oahu North Shore and just kind of stayed out there for the rest of his life. At the end of his life, he lived in California for a little bit, but he was probably on his way back out there.
Did you live in Hawaii too?
I lived in Hawaii about 6 months ago for the last 6 years, and then I'm moving back in about 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
I'm going back out. I love Hawaii. I surf too, so that's kind of my deal, you know.
What was it like for you to kind of be party to the beginning of surf culture in a sense, or like the growth of it, I guess, yourself? Like, did you really pay attention to that, or the skate culture and stuff? I don't know.
As I've gotten older, I'm starting to pay attention to it a little bit more, and I realized it because I'm more matured now. But as a kid, I just surfed and skated. Like, I didn't even understand what my dad had done, you know? And now that I've gotten older, I kind of realized the legacy that he left and how much fun he had. So yeah, it is pretty cool.
What is it like to see the reactions you get to the posts and everything?
It's pretty rad, actually. It's super rad. Makes me want to post more.
Really?
If I didn't get those reactions, then I might end up posting half as much, you know. But when I get all these people that say I made their day, or they're stoked out, or they write another cool story to rebuttal my story, and then I get to hear another cool story about my dad, that makes my day, you know. So
Cool.
reactions are key.
Well, good luck with the page, man.
Sure. Yeah, hey, have fun surfing and good luck with yours too.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
always forget how much your ass gets kicked after you don't surf for 2 weeks and then you get in the water. I'll also say, I know it looks a little floppy out there on the waves coming in, and but if that's any indication how powerful the surf was just now, it's going to be pretty hectic when the rest of this swell comes in tonight, tomorrow, the next day. So we'll watch for that. But I think I'll do better next time. The one thing I will say, this board right here is exactly what I was hoping for. You know, it had just a little bit of float to it, like those boards they use up in Tofino a lot. Perfect for a day like today, honestly, because you think you're gonna miss a wave and then a little bit of mush hits the back of it and then boom, you're up and going. So I think it's gonna be a new era in the Frequency Horizon saga, and so stay tuned.